What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, and welcome back to another Part 2 deck profile video for this week. Now, we all saw the Stoicheia one with Zorga, which, honestly, when I looked at the video, I just want to say sorry for stuttering a little bit and get a little distracted on videos, just because there's a lot of things going through my mind right now, and sometimes I stutter a little too much, which I apologize. But hopefully I'll learn to get better at the videos as time will progress. Hopefully. So now, since we saw Zorga, and speaking of Zakusa, we're going to be doing his deck profile of Brandt, the Cardinal series, with his main boss unit, Orfist. Now, I do try to stick with the character decks as much as I can and figure out the playstyle of them, obviously. And for the one thing I can understand about Tamori's deck and Zakusa's deck, is that they require a world set order to activate certain skills of their units, which, okay, obviously work. Tamori's got her Prison, and Zakusa's got his Dark Knight, Abyssal Dark Knight, you know, all that good stuff. So, enough of me yapping my gums around. Let's get on to deck profile, starting with the right deck. So we got Cardinal, Fang, Phovi for his starter. And yes, this is hollowed out. Actually, most of the deck, like 50% of it is almost finished being hollowed out. My shop manager didn't really have the other hollow cards, so I'm going to have to wait for them until next time. But it's all good, because they're going to be coming out with the new stuff, and this will be an updated deck profile of Orfist. For grade 1, we're playing Cardinal Noid Routis. When he's placed on Vanguard Circle, search your deck for up to one set order, up to one world card, reveal it to your opponent, reveal it to your hand, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. During the battle, this unit attacked or boosted. If you have a Dark Knight or Abyssal Knight, Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. For grade 2, we're playing Cardinal Noid Cubisia. Rearguard skill. When a world is put into your, or with Vanguard, when a world is put into your order zone, choose one of your units. It gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. Rearguard skill is, during your turn, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 5k power. And then finally, we're playing Cardinal Deus Orfist, the avatar of Zakusa. His skill is, for a continuous effect, during your turn, if your world is Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. Active skill is, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, Carablast 2 and call up to 3 Shadow Army tokens. Now, what you guys don't know about the Army tokens is that this is what they look like. It's these little guys right here. Not bad. Look like a fucking giant from Power Rangers, but that's just me. So yeah, this is the ride deck I have presented. And I took apart both my I took apart my Tamori deck just so I can make some room for Zakusa's. Okay, so for grade 0s, we are of course playing in a different playstyle rather than my usual draw triggers and other stuff. But so far I'm beginning to like the build, and it does make more sense seeing as though that the Orfist is a little bit more on the aggressive side a little bit. So is Snow, but you know, I love both decks. I guess you can be easy that way. Alright. And so for trigger lineup, we're playing 4 Cardinal Primas Nabilem. I cannot wait to get her hauled out, because she looks amazing. 4 copies of Cardinal Draco Barbizonde. And 4 Aurora Battle Princess Lourus Yellow. So we are playing 8 crits in this deck. Cardinal Draco Aeblood. 3 fronts, and of course 1 over trigger, which is Star Dragon Deity of Infinitude Eldobreath. So just that 1 copy right there. Everyone can argue that maybe draw triggers can be also an essential to this deck too, if you're not a big fan of front triggers. But the way I kind of see it is that fronts do come in quite handy some of the time. And there's no shame in that whatsoever. Okay. Now, for grade 1s, we are playing a different amount of grade 1s than my other one. We're playing 3 copies of Cardinal, Noid, Routis for the attack and boosting ability. 4 copies of Useful Recharger. So there you go. And his skill is, when this unit is placed on the Guardian's Circle, Counterblast 1, and if your world is Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. If it is Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 10,000 until the end of turn. So, technically, you can activate both effects, I think. I don't know if it's like either or, but if you can activate both effects, because you'll have Dark Knight and Abyssal Dark Knight on the field, you'll basically get 15,000 power to the shields, which is 28,000 altogether. Next, we got 4 copies of Detonation, Mutant, Bobalmine. This mutant right here. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If your order zone has a set order, put this unit into your soul and counter charge 1. So since we have some units that have counter blasting abilities, I guess this card's very much an essential item. And then finally, we're playing 4 copies of Violet Dragon just for the new complete guards. That if you don't have any cards in your hand, you can play this card without paying no cost. However, if you have 2 or more cards, you can discard a card to activate it. So that is grade 1s. So I guess we're playing 15 grade 1s overall. For grade 2s, we're playing 3 copies of Cardinal, Noid, Cubisia, Cubisia, I think, yeah. Next, and also we're playing 3 copies of Polar Cold Monster Drummler. His skill is, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, Counterblast 1, and you soul turn. You soul blast 1 or soul turn? Let me see. Nope, you soul blast a card and you draw a free card. So this could be very useful for the late game because you'll have Abyssal Dark Knight on the field at the time. So you can activate both effects from Cubisia and Drummler at the same time. And then finally, speaking of the main bosses and the main power source, we're playing 4 copies of Halloween Night, Moonlight Night. There you go. That was a tongue twister. Now its skill is you pay this card by paying a Soul Blast for the cost. When this card is put in the set order zone, draw a card. Order zone's ability. Your order zone only has world. If your order zone only has world cards, the following effects are activated according to the number of cards in your order zone. 1 card, it becomes a Dark Knight. 2 or more, it becomes Hollow or Abyssal Dark Knight. So basically, we're only playing 10 grade 2s in this deck, which is not a problem. Like I can manage with it, no problem. Like I play with it with my friend. It only lost once to my friend's Dark State deck, but it's only in the name of fun. That's all it is. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And then, for grade 3s, we're playing 3 copies of Cardinal Deus Orfist, so the main boss of the deck. 2 copies of Lightning Thief Monster Jubatel. Almost said Jabba the Hutt. If your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, when this unit would attack, it battles all the units in your opponent's column. In one of your opponent's column. So, question. When I use this skill, does that mean I have to specifically attack one column at a time? or can attack every single column, like Narukami's Vermilion. Just leave a comment down below. Next, for the final grade 3s, we're playing the Set World Order. In the darkness, nobody knows. Jeez, this is like kind of get dark and gloomy a little bit, which I kind of like. You play this card by cost with a Soul Blast. When this card is put into your zone, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire it. Order Zone skill. If your Order Zone only has world cards, the following effects can happen. And of course, so this card becomes Abyssal Dark Knight if it has 2 or more, and Dark Knight, 1 card. So I guess the more it fills up and the more it just freshens up, then that's why. But I think we all know why Orfist is a very essential thing, because he calls the Shadow Army. Which I sounded almost like spooky a little bit, but oh well. So, yes, that is the conclusion of Zakusa's Orfist deck profile. And also, let's look at the Shadow Army tokens. I play 6. So, there are 6 tokens right here, just for the extra little hearsay kind of thing. But, yeah, let me just put this right underneath here and just see what happens. Yeah, that's probably not a very good display, but hey, I tried. So anyways, you guys, that is the conclusion of this week's 2-part deck profiles. Expect 2 more next week when I have time. It might become random depending on what my schedule is next week. But this is the deck profile I'm finally happy to finally complete. And yeah, if you guys actually like this build, there's a full deck list in the description box down below. And go ahead and check it out. And let me know what you guys think about the build itself. And you know, like I said in my last video, guys, if you have any negative comments whatsoever, please give them to yourself, because after Dane's antics, it's starting to get a little boring. It's just starting hearing the same damn thing over and over again. And honestly, I'm just tired of it. So if you guys have actual opinions, like on a deck and what your personal playstyle might be, leave a comment down below on that one, and, you know, all that good stuff. Anyways, you guys, if you do like the content and like this video, and if you like the content that I made recently, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Thumbs up for it. Comment down below. Show some love. And yeah, if you guys, like I said, like the video, just drop a comment and, you know, just let me know what you guys think of the build. And if you guys like the content whatsoever, just subscribe to the channel. And if you guys really want to, this is an option. If you guys really want to, click on the notification bell, and it'll let you know whenever I post the next video again. So anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. I'm Sarah Frost. See you guys soon. But good night, guys.